90 Day Fiance. I haven't loved this season. I'm kind of bored with a lot of the couples. Colty and Larissa and their dysfunction.
They're the best part of the show.
Are they, though?
Oh, yeah, without question.
I saw some Ashley stuff. Ashley's a mess. Ashley and Jay.
It's a mess. Like, who cares?
Ashley, who's like 30-something.
32.
Yeah, in Pennsylvania. And Jay is 20 years old and Jamaican. And they got married. And then a couple days later, she found out he was on Tinder.
Right.
And he claims he was just bored and looking for someone to talk to. And she doesn't believe him.
I wouldn't believe him.
Well, no, I mean, I don't believe him either, but I mean, whatever, but she's got to either make up her mind or do something. Like,
right.
She's saying, okay, well, he wants to stay with her. He wants his green card.
Or he wants his green card.
He wants to stay married. He wants to stay with her, right? But she's like, oh, I don't know. So he's still living in her house. They're still kind of together, but she's like not being very nice to him and going off and doing her own thing and just still kind of leaving him in this limbo where he doesn't know what to do. And then she goes out. She's like out. She went to New York City or something. She's
with
like
her friends.
With her friends. She's gone. She's partying. What do you think Jay's doing at home? He's back on Tinder. Like, what do you think he's doing?
Well, that's the
You're
next.
leaving him idle.
That's the next episode, is that she goes there and is like, what have you been up to? And he's like, oh, let me see your phone. Like, oh, you deleted everything. He's like, oh, I wish I had something to delete on my phone. So.
Okay, yeah, well, whatever. I mean, they're dysfunctional. That's not working out. She needs to figure it out. She also needs to stop, like, calling the girl that Jay was talking to on Tinder. Like, she has her phone number somehow, and she's calling her and asking her questions.
Kind of creepy, yeah.
It's super creepy. And Ashley's telling her friend, she's like, Jay, this girl, she's like in high school or just graduated high school. And she's like, how terrible is that? And I'm like, well, I don't know. Jay's 20. This girl is graduating high school. So in the States, you're like 18.
Right.
18 and 20 seems about right. You're 32 and he's 20. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware of this.
I mean, I was like watching this. I was like, oh, Ashley, you're an idiot. Idiot. Just so dumb. So, yeah, that's a bad scene. Larissa is from Brazil and Colty is in Las Vegas and they're married and the mother lives with them and Larissa has children in Brazil that I guess her father is taking care of.
That's what she says.
And what does she want to do about that?
Well, she had to tell Debbie this week.
Okay.
Because Debbie didn't know, and then Debbie kind of...
But Colt knew.
Colt knew the whole time.
Colt knew the whole time that she had kids, and Debbie didn't know Colt's mother.
Right.
Okay.
So then there was a whole, like, oh, can I trust you kind of thing after that? Because you couldn't tell me something like that beforehand.
Debbie needs to get out, live her own life, and stop being such an emotional wreck all the time. She's always crying and freaking out. I understand why Larissa's upset. I'd be upset living with Debbie. She seems really annoying. She's like almost more annoying than Colty, who's really annoying.
Well, now...
He's gross.
You just didn't like his lines.
I'm on Team Larissa and Team Jay. And Team Pedro. I'm rarely on the American side of things.
Pedro isn't the American, but...
That's what I'm saying. I'm rarely on the American side of things.
American side. You should be.
Jay from Jamaica, Pedro from the Dominican, and Larissa from Brazil. I'm on their team. I'm not really on Team Andre, although maybe I am. I don't like that lady.
It doesn't really matter between those two.
Yeah, they're the most boring couple of the season. No one cares about them. Get them off the show.
And Russ decided not to take the job because Powell doesn't like living in Oklahoma. So
makes sense.
Well,
she hates living in Oklahoma, and Russ's parents are like really weird with Powell.
They don't like cleavage.
No, they're not very nice. All right, they're just not very welcoming people. They're not welcoming her into the family. She doesn't feel comfortable, and they're not doing much to make her feel comfortable.
Well, Russ is pretty much just going to move back to Miami because that's what she wants, so he's caving in.
Good.
So there's not much going on with them, too, as well, when you think about it.
No, they're super boring.
Yeah. So, I mean, Larissa and Colt, they're really carrying the show. They're the most exciting part.
Well, Pedro and Chantal, right? Pedro's really upset.
Pedro was great this week.
You know, Pedro got
dancing.
into a big fight with Chantal's family, and Chantal is blaming Pedro for it for some reason, even though it's all her parents and stupid brother's fault.
Man, Chantel's parents this week, amazing.
They're the worst.
Amazing.
I didn't
week.
see that stuff. I haven't seen it.
Just saying that she needs security and needs to change her bank account now. You can't trust this guy.
Right.
He got a taste of he harvested the American dollar, and now he's going back to show to all his friends what he did, what big shot he is now. So much hatred. It's amazing.
Yeah. They're awful people. I hope Pedro finds a nice Dominican girl.
He did.
Good.
Threw the ring, or they took the ring off his finger.
Perfect.
And put it in a drink.
Pedro deserves better.
But Chantel's coming, though.
Oh, God. Poor Pedro. I just feel bad for him. These people have been so terrible to him. Also not welcoming. A lot of the American families are very, mean to the spouses.
I think it's going to get kind of mean when Chantel gets there and finds out what Pedro was up to. I think it might get kind of violent.
What did he get up to?
A lot of dirty dancing, in my opinion.
Dancing.
Dirty dancing.
So he did some greasy dancing.
Swayze style.
Okay. That's it?
Yeah. Well, it was pretty bad, though. I think if Chantel saw it, she'd be very upset.
Deal with it, Chantel. I don't really care. I don't care about her feelings, all right? Team Pedro all day, every day.
It's a tough one, that one. Like, I understand his concern, but, you know, Chantel's not completely in the wrong here.
No, I think she is.
All right. Well,
I think she definitely is. She's not siding with her husband when her family's being horrible to him.
she loves her family. That's the thing.
They're horrible. They're being horrible to Pedro. They have been since day one.
Pedro could have been nicer to her brother.
Her brother could have been nicer to him.
Yeah?
Her brother was weird. Sideshow Bob looking at.
His big feet, too? Like,
his hair, man.
I know it's...
I just want him to step on a rake and go, you know? You know that thing where he's stepping on all the rakes? Classic Sideshow Bob.
Well,
And Nicole and Asin, what's the story there?
nothing's really happening again. Like, Asin's nowhere to be seen.
Asin's in Morocco, and Nicole's trying to figure out some country that'll allow him in so they can get married there.
And it ends with, like, she goes off in a room, the producer's like, Nicole, and she just shuts the door and, like, gives him the hand, and, like, so something bad's going on because she's on the phone.
With Asin?
I think so. I don't know if he was kissing another girl or something, but something bad's going on again. So...
yeah.
it's a mess. That's really a mess.
It is a mess.
Sad.
Unbelievable.